Welcome, friends, haters, gentle lovers, and feeders. Join me as we experience together the most bafflingly interesting person on the internet. On today's episode, Amberlynn Reed does basically nothing. Hello, my friends. This is an old video of Amber's back during the Beck era, and it's when Beck's mom is actually in the hospital. And there's some interesting things she says because it's happening right. Well, we'll get into the drama of it all, especially if you know some of the history. It's just disgusting how she can come on this video and sort of put a mask on and then treat Beck's mom the way she did off camera. And then, of course, we'll get some really great footage of exercise. Anyway, if you'd like to like and subscribe, that would literally be hectic. I'm not going to lie. And this is back when she used to do an actual intro.
Hello, welcome to my vlog. Good day, everyone. I woke up feeling nauseous. It seems like the less sleep I get, the more nauseous I feel.
Yeah, it's probably just the sleep, right? Not all the absolute shit that you're eating and putting in your gullet. Yeah, it's for sure just the lack of sleep.
So I took some of this and I feel so much better already. So if I look exhausted, that's because I am. Becky's mom is in surgery right now. So far they're saying that everything looks good. So I'm happy about that. The surgery is going well, better than last time.
So at this time, Beck's mom was having cancer treatments and surgeries and all kinds of stuff. And as you can tell, Amberlynn was acting like she really cared and was trying to be all sympathetic and stuff. But at this time, there was a lot of drama going on behind the scenes. There was actually a GoFundMe that popped up that a lot of people were saying they're pretty sure Amberlynn created it. And kind of seems like maybe Amberlynn took some of the money. And so just a lot of weird stuff like that. There were some voice memos that leaked at the time that are just wild. And it's between Amberlynn and Beck's mom. And this was right after the GoFundMe went up and all that kind of stuff started coming out. And it was a crazy time. But listen to what Amberlynn had to say to Norma.
I am not trying to argue with you. That is the last thing I want to do since you just got out of surgery. I don't want to cause any more stress onto you, onto Becky, onto anyone in your family, onto myself, because that's just not going to fix anything. I am just tired of the added drama onto my YouTube, and I'm tired of not being appreciated when I try to help you the best that I can. And it's just frustrating. This whole situation is super frustrating. And I finally just kind of wanted to speak upon the situation.
So yeah, she made every situation about herself. She would come on and she would be like, of course it was Becky back then. So she would come on and say, yeah, Becky's mom has cancer and she's in surgery. I'm really helping Becky through this. I'm doing so much to help them, and I'm making all these videos and I'm going to be giving them money. And it was wild.
A lot of your comments when we were Facebook friends, I have left comments on your Facebook regarding your cancer. I have asked how you're doing. I have been there in that sense. And you know, we don't have to really go down the line of, oh, you didn't message me, because I can say the same about you, where not once have you thanked me personally for the money I was going to give you.
She says, not once have you thanked me for the money I was going to give you. But she never did. She never gave her any money. And it wasn't very long after this that Beck's mom passed. So I just thought it was interesting that that was all going on during this video. Like, this is right in the middle of all that. So just kind of keep that in the back of your head. And again, that was a huge rabbit hole that a lot of people have already covered a lot. So I didn't really want to get too deep into that, but I just thought just to kind of set the tone of what's happening in the background during this video.
I just realized the fan is still on. I'm gonna turn it off. A lot of people are like, why do you have fans in your room? So growing up,
it's because what A lot of people are like, why do you have fans in your room? Nobody wondered that. Of course we know why you have fans in your room. When you're morbidly obese, when you're almost 600 pounds, you're hot all the time. And every move you make is a struggle. I love how she always, yeah, people want to know this, people want to know that. Nobody asked that. In fact, probably what was happening is reaction channels were saying, look at all the fans she has, because of course she does. And she's like, yeah, people want to know. Like, no.
If I could have a fan in my room, I wanted a fan in my room. I'm one of those people who love fans in their room when they're sleeping, like usually just one, and one that doesn't make much noise. Then I met Becky.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's not her that needs the fans. It's not the 600-pound girl. It's Beck. Beck is the one that needs all the fans.
Has this, like when I first met her, she had this really big, it's like an industrial fan, and she said she cannot sleep without the sound. And then I slowly got used to that. But there was this one time she brought the fan with her to her sister's house, thinking her sister was going to use the other industrial fan. And we ended up having two in the bedroom. So she just turned both on for, you know, shits and giggles.
I would bet that if we were to ask Beck about the two industrial fans, I would bet money that Amber wanted them. I bet she's like, point them both right at me, you know, because you can just tell when she's lying. This is a lie.
Googles, if you will, and she ended up falling in love with the loudness of two industrial fans. So I had to slowly get used to it, and now I can't even sleep without it, you know.
Oh, and now she can't sleep without it. Yeah, not that it was her idea in the first place, but now she can't sleep without it.
I've been with Becky for 2.5 years now, and I love it. Like, the sound is very calming.
So I am that way. Like, I have to have white noise. The problem is if I don't, I can hear every little thing, like just any kind of like creak in the walls or anything. And it's like, even if there's no noise, there's always some noise, you know? So when you have a fan on, like white noise and stuff, it sort of drowns out any of the like atmospheric noises, you know?
You guys should definitely try it. Plus, I love sleeping cold. I love the feeling of being cold and like snuggling up to your blanket and such. So yeah, I just figured I would share that. So Eric put these little like mini,
even the most innocuous, pointless things she had to blame on Beck. Because I guess she thought it was embarrassing that she wanted fans, but like, bro, it's fans. Like, who cares? If somebody had actually asked, why do you sleep with fans, or why do you have so many fans? All she had to do is say, I like fans. I like sleeping with fans. And that's how you know it's a lie, because it was such a long, drawn out answer for a question that really could have had a 3-word answer. I like fans. Problem solved.
These scarecrow things out in the yard, and Twinkie saw them. Not today, she's used to them now, but she's
Twinkie saw them, and Twinkie's like, I don't care. So she has to be like, I mean, not now.
saw them the day they were put up, and she was like growling and barking. It was so funny. How I know fall is coming. Look at the grass, look at all those leaves.
Did she really just say, how I know that fall is coming? Look at all the leaves. I mean, hey,
I love it. So I kind of just want to talk about this real quick. In my weigh-in video, I said that it was summertime, and I got more freaking messages than I thought I was going to. People were saying that my weigh-in was filmed in the summer and that I'm lying because it's now fall. I don't think I've ever been so confused, because it actually still is summertime. Still hot, still summertime according to the calendar. This year it's not supposed to be.
She definitely faked weigh-ins, and she probably still does, but she was definitely faking weigh-ins back then, where she was either doing them at the wrong times or like recording them and then not posting them for a long time. I mean, she was doing all kinds of stuff, and it was pretty obvious back then.
Fall until actually September 23rd, I believe. So I was like so confused. But I know a lot of people think like the minute September hits, then it's like summer's gone. I love to live that way too. That's why we have decor in our house that's more like fall.
She's out of breath just sitting there, bro. But you can always pretty much bet that if she says, I'm so confused, there's a lie being told somewhere. That's one of her big tells, is I'm just so confused about XYZ, whatever it is. If she says she's confused, it is almost guaranteed that she's lying about something.
And like the minute October hits, it's like, okay, it's Halloween for a month. And for me, the minute November hits, I'm like, Merry Christmas. So I kind of get where people were thinking, but yeah, that's what I meant when I said that. So, but like for real, it's hot out here and I'm just so excited.
She needs her fans. She needs 2 industrial fans out there. I mean, she needs Beck's 2 industrial fans out there.
For like the cooler weathers, like I'm pumped. So we have these tiny little stairs right here. I know to some people that's like nothing, but for me, I used to kind of have a hard time.
Here comes an iconic moment in Amberlynn history. But again, I kind of want to just take a moment. Ooh, look at her. Look at the little, she calls it excoriation, where she says she's always picking at stuff, but I think it's more serious than that. Whatever it is, I think she just uses that as like an excuse or a cover up for whatever really was going on. But anyway, I just wanted to take a moment and just remember that Beck's mom is basically dying at this moment. Like, she has gone through cancer treatment. She's going through surgery. Things are not looking good. She's just done the GoFundMe. And I'm guessing that's all Beck is thinking about right now, is just that her mom is in dire straits. And then here's Amberlynn just fucking around, doing stupid bullshit. Oh, man. And there's even more of a rabbit hole about just the way Amberlynn treated Norma Jean, Beck's mom. And it was pretty bad. In fact, even Norma herself came out and said, Amberlynn is not friendly to me. She does not like me. We don't like each other. So, and she said, don't let her fool you. We do not get along.
Stepping up on them. So let's see if I've gotten any better.
So the title of the video is Practicing on the Stairs. Practicing stepping? I'm not sure. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, look at that, bro. And it's way worse now. Like, this was not that bad, but it's still pretty bad.
Oh.
And they're her tiny little foot that's like, oh my gosh, that is so weird how she has this giant elephant leg and it comes down to this tiny little foot. That's iconic, man.
A lot better, actually. Proud of myself.
She said, I'm proud of myself. I've got to see this again. Are you ready?
Any better. Oh, wow. A lot better, actually.
Okay, it's like 3 steps. She said, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at me. She was like 27 or 28 at this moment. So how sad is that, bro? I would say sad if it was anybody else, but for Amberlynn, it's funny. I think it's funny that this piece of shit is 27 years old, should be in the prime of her life. And she says, oh, wow, I'm proud of myself for taking 3 steps upstairs.
Proud of myself for the tiny little changes. Yes. I don't know if I ever showed you guys. Oh, and by the way, I get told that this is like Pillow Mountain. This is the first time it's ever actually been a pillow mountain.
Why? Why is it a pillow mountain? I don't remember that part. I know that she got called out a lot for just having way too many pillows and having them always kind of just stacked kind of like this, like pillow forts and stuff. But I don't know what the story was behind that or why, other than it's just kind of weird.
Becky and I are actually in the middle of going through there's just a lot on the bed that we don't need. So we're trying to decide what we want to keep, what we want to take off. But I don't know if I showed you guys these. So I got this cute little headband. I actually wore this on Eric's birthday party. You guys can go watch that.
Other than if she wore that at Eric's birthday party, is there ever been a time she's ever worn a headband? I don't remember ever seeing a headband.
That vlog, I'm sure you guys have already seen it. And these ones I haven't worn yet, but this one.
Lately, she's been wearing these dumb little child clips in her hair that make her look, honestly, it makes her look more like a child predator, bro. It makes her look like she's going to be going to the elementary school and telling the little kids to get in her van. She's not driving, so but she'll take Twinkie, be like, look at my little puppy. Why don't you guys come home with me? That's what this gives, man. This is giving hello, fellow children.
They're super cute. And then I also got this one. Look how adorable. I got them from Walmart. I feel like I only want to wear them.
And I'm sure she's gotten a lot of headbands and she has never worn them.
When my hair's down, or maybe if I have like a side braid, it's just I never wear my hair down. See, like, what is this? What is going on? Y'all, look what I got in the mail today. 101 Poems About My Ex-Boyfriend by Trisha Paytas. So you guys can pause it and read.
Of course, she bought some bullshit from Trisha Paytas. She is obsessed with this kind of crap. Like any kind of influencer junk, she will buy it. She loves that shit.
What it says, but it's pretty much exactly what it says it's about. It's a bunch of poems about her ex, and I know it's Jason. Like, I've caught on. So I'm like,
and you know, Amberlynn thinks that this poetry is deep, right? She probably takes a lot of inspiration from the poet laureate, Trisha Paytas. Because she thinks she is a poet laureate, right? She thinks she is just a masterful wizard with words, you know? She thinks she's a poet.
Like, really excited to read this. I love poetry, and I've read every single one of Trisha's books that she has published. So I'm really excited to read this, and I could do like a little review. The poems are actually really long. Look at that. I mean, I am so excited to read this.
I am tempted. All right, you ready? Some of it I can't read, but I'll start here. Never give up on me, That's the first line I read is, never give up on me, ex-boyfriend. You're my one and only friend. You're my lover and... You're my lover and best friend. I hope you get the message these poems and this book will send. Oh my God, this is so bad. Something self in all my nakedness, vulnerable and raw. Oh man, it's cut off too much right there, but that's and Amberlynn is reading this and being like, oh, she's such an inspiration. Oh my God, this is so bad. Let's see if I can catch another page where I can read more of it. Okay, here we go. I don't belong here. I know that, but do you? I hug and I hug you, and then I realize I don't care where I am. I just need I just need your hugs, your embrace. It's scary and it's dirty, and something isn't right. I'm hungry and I'm lonely. You leave, I'm left alone. This abandonment. Wait. What does that say? Abandonment? This abandonment in this place? I don't know what that says. May be the worst of all. Is that supposed to be abandonment? I don't know. I'm left with no security. I'm scared of it all. I don't know if she's trying to rhyme. And I know poems don't necessarily have to rhyme, but she's rhyming some of it. And actually, like, so it says this, I'm assuming it's abandonment. This abandonment in this place may be the worst of all. I'm left with no security. I'm scared of it all. So she rhymed all with all. Please tell me I'm preparing for a role to come. I don't see the lesson here. I'm just glad you came. I'm just glad you're here. This is bad, bro. And she loved this.
I'm gonna try to savor it as much as I can. So it's been a few hours since I last talked to you guys, and I've actually already started the book. I've only read about 10 chapters because
Chapters? I know this is going to be surprising. I don't read a lot of poetry. But I don't think they have chapters. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe I'm the idiot. I don't know.
I've also been like talking to Eric and stuff. So I've read, well, not 10 chapters, 10 poems, excuse me. And so far, it is so like deep and like personal. I am literally
She said these Trisha Paytas poems that we have now discovered and sort of read a little bit are deep and personal. I mean, for Amberlynn, they probably are.
really so inspired that she was able to publish these poems because I'm shooketh. They're very, very personal. And
Okay. Rain and petals eavesdrop. I can't say I'm surprised at all.
and I love it. If you guys don't know me, I adore poetry. It is a passion of mine. I love writing. I write poems and I love it so much, and it's just really cool to see like different type of poetry styles. Hers is very different, but it's captivating, and just knowing that they're her.
It sounds like a fourth grader wrote them. Captivating. Shut up. She is spending a lot of time talking about these poems that are like literal garbage. They are just so childish and stupid, and she is really digging them.
Her personal thoughts in the moment is like making me really enjoy it. But I do want to end this video. So I know my content lately has been not the greatest. It's just I am very wore out from these 100 days of uploading, and I feel like I say that every time, but I just want to say thank you guys so.
Think about that. Like, I know she had done all these challenges for years where she's like, I'm going to upload X number of days in a row, or I'm going to, do this diet X number of days in a row. And she liked to do the 100 days of upload. And I don't know that she ever made it to 100 days. So I don't know if she actually ever followed through with this one. But think about that. She says, I'm wore out. Of course, should be worn out, but whatever. She says, I'm wore out from the 100 days of uploads. And her uploads, or the work that she's doing, is nothing. Is just holding a phone or a camera or whatever she was using at the time and just talking about bullshit, about nothing. For this video is 7 minutes and 26 seconds long, which means she probably filmed for 10 or 15 minutes maybe, and it took her 30 or 45 minutes to edit. So she worked an hour that day. Wore out, bro. She is wore out. Oh, I did forget. She took the steps. Like 3 of them. So, I mean, yeah. I'd be wore out too.
So much for just being, patient with me, to those who like support me and who send me sweet messages and stuff. Like
See, it's always just those who enable me, those who are positive towards me and never criticize me. You guys, this is for you, right? Anybody who says anything negative about me, or even tries to help me by giving me suggestions or, feedback, fuck you. This is for the enablers.
I am so thankful. So I just want to say thank you so much for sticking around. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great night, great day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
So, yeah, I mean, really and truly, other than the shape of her face, nothing really has changed much. But I still think it's pretty sickening that all of the crazy stuff with the GoFundMe and the way she's treating Beck's mom is all going on in the background while she is just out here reading Trisha Paytas poetry and stepping on the stairs, the porch steps. Oh my gosh, she's just the worst, man. She is just the worst. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.